Hey guys, this is Chris, also known as SC Master Ninja, and welcome to my Voron station at a map. Just want to say very happy anniversary to Splinter Blacklist, and have had a great time playing this game and Voron station in general. I wanted to show you the 4 exit methods that I know to get out of this map. Our very good friend Lex, his gamer tags Lex Talionis, I for an I, has given us 3 of these 4. And so what we would do here, before you breach out onto the first stage, you would use these stairs here. And so you would go ahead and aim at that wall right there, at that spot, and that way it would give you the correct position, and then use him as a ramp. You can, of course, use either one, and then have him walk along, and there's a support beam over on the left. Make sure you drop on that support beam before you fall into the map, otherwise you may die. Now this second method, you'll press the B button. As soon as you press the B button and your hands let go, press your left joystick in order to go over to the left and fall onto that divider. It's very important to do that, otherwise you're just going to fall to the next yellow ledge. So that one's kind of tricky to do. Make sure you go all the way over to the left, because you have to be as low as you possibly can. If you just jump from where you were, you're going to die most likely. So make sure you crouch, you go all the way over to the left, and that's how you would do that. So those are the pre-stage exit methods. The next one is after you breach and you go into stage 1, if you go to the right, you'll see this door lying here, and you'll see Covert Ninja. Look at the back foot. Pay very close attention to where that back foot is. You can see I took a screenshot of that, and also the front foot in relation. I took another screenshot right here, and you can see me shooting at the back foot. Pay very close attention to how he's aimed right there and how he's aligned, and that's really the perfect alignment on how to do that. And basically you're going to be, again, using them as a ramp, and you're just going to walk into this invisible wall until you find this tear, basically the hole in this wall. So that is the third exit method, and then once you both get over that jump, you're going to be in map 2, and this is the most common, I'm sure, to many people. Covert, Kevin and I think this was besides Pakistani, this was the one after our second map that we found. We found this out by accident, where we were on this railing, and we did this right here. We jumped right in the air and found ourselves on top of this rooftop, and from here, of course, you can go right here onto this boat and out of the map. Now keep in mind that any one of these methods you can use, and this, I would say, by far is the easiest method. So if you're just wanting to get out of the map, go ahead and do this last one, because it's by far the easiest. And you can just have a great time and go all over and look. What I'm going to go ahead and show you now, when I was talking about falling out of the map and falling back into map 1 and map 2, I'll show you here in the map exploration. You can see me standing on a crane, and that's how precise you can get with a little bit of practice. The right arrow shows you where I'm going to start out. The left arrow is where I'm going to jump out. That's where I fall out of the map, and then using the direction, the left joystick and the triggers and all that, that's where I'm going to wind up on that crane. So the crane's there on the left, the green crane with the yellow scaffolding and all that. And over here on this triangle, you'll see you can't really see the crane at all, but with a little practice, you can see the crane just a bit right there. I kind of slowed it down, and it does take quite a bit of practice, but after a while you do get kind of used to it. And then I slowed this down as well. About right here you can see the crane kind of pop in, and then the reason it's zooming in like that is because I'm using my triggers in order to aim. What that does is it helps slow it down and it doesn't give me that torpedo effect. Right there, Covert's dropping down. That's what that ghost is, with him dropping down. So now what I'm doing is I'm running over to these ships just to look around, get close up. Again, I love the beauty and the artwork and all that they put in here. And it's such a big area. All of these maps, I know I mentioned it with Pakistani, how I love it. But I really do enjoy this one as well. Voron Station is a really beautiful map. And just absolutely love it. Just being able to fly through here and do this with Sam. Here is on the other side of the map. Now this right here, this is the transition stage actually from map 2 to map 3. And this is where it was raining. So when I go through this brick building right there, you'll see it's raining. And so you can see I can go through objects right there. It's kind of neat. But you can see there's Covert. But this is the transition. Once you get done with map 2 and you start, you get in that truck with that one guy and he takes you to map 3, that's that stage right there. So again, you can walk on some of the air and all that. You can look up, see more of the scenery, go through walls. Just a lot of fun. And then actually, I think in the cutscene of that truck, you'll actually see that buggy, which is kind of cool. Another thing that we thought was really neat on another part of the map is we found this invisible pole. And I just thought that was really cool. And one of the things that Lex said that he really believes, and you know what, I'm really starting to believe it, is that the creators really wanted us to get out of these maps and created these exit methods for this reason, to go and search and look at these things. And you know what, I'm really starting to believe them. As far as, all right, you know, I believed them for a while. As far as just, there's so many ways out and things you can do and look at the beauty of these things. So here's another thing. I use the same tear in the map to fall out, and I'm falling on a ledge, and this is map 2. The crane was on map 1. This is the ledge of map 2. You can see how small that is. But again, with some practice, you can see I'm overlooking map 2 and can play around, and it's just kind of neat. I can, of course, you can mark people, you can take them out and all that, but I'm just having a little bit of fun going and playing with the memory and watching objects popping in and out and all that. So, of course, there's a lot more you can do, a lot more you can play around with the ships. There was a ton of footage. I think I probably had at least an hour and a half of footage and cut it down to a few minutes here. But at least wanted to show you. Again, big shout out, credit goes to Lex. He's also known as SE Ultra Ninja, in case you've seen him in games like The Division and also Blacklist and all that. So just want to again say happy 3-year anniversary to Splinter Cell, and just have had a blast doing this. I'll have more out of maps when I can get the time and put them up. If you like these videos, go ahead and look me up, Chris Maker Splinter Cell on YouTube. That should bring my channel right up. And you can see I've got the Ultimate Stealth Challenge World Records. We got some extreme co-op ghosting on Splinter Cell Conviction. And then I've got all kinds of stuff with Blacklist, challenges, campaign, different things like that. So if you enjoy it, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks, guys.